Let's talk about Michael Todd. He's coming back from his injury, and Jerry Cadorette, he's coming back from a loss against Hermes Gasparini. And I put up a poll. Who do you think would win between Jerry Cadorette and Michael Todd? And 77%, large majority favorite to Jerry Cadorette to win that match if it were to happen. Let's read some of the comments, and I want to go over a couple things regarding this potential match. I think it would be a fantastic match. I know they're both, I believe, contracted with East versus West, and they're both from North America. But this is a match I think people want to see, but at least I would want to see it personally. Let's see what some people have to say here. Jerry is a terrible match for Monster Michael Todd stylistically. Only way I see him winning is through fouls, unless if with surgery and stem cell treatment he could regain his ability to set a hook, blah, blah, blah. Jerry beat Gennady, and Mike lost to Gennady. Good point. So did Devin. Devin lost to Gennady too, but I don't think Jerry Cadorette versus Devin would be a great match for Jerry, to be honest. I think Devin has leveled up significantly, and he already beat him back in the WAL too. Jerry is a terrible style matchup for Michael, so that seems to be the general consensus that Michael Todd is the large favorite if that match were to happen. Even though Michael Todd won the last time they faced, but it was absolutely a war, and it ended controversially with Michael Todd basically not continuing, where the whole match was just like a complete war. King's move versus press. And there were a significant amount of fouls, I remember. I mean, there was like 5-minute long matches. This match literally had like the longest round in arm wrestling history, which I think it might have been this one or one of the earlier ones. But I mean, you can just see it's like it goes on forever. And the strap ends up coming undone at one point, and Jerry lifts his elbow. And I mean, you could see just an absolutely absurd position here. This was about 4 years ago now. And look at that. Jerry lifts his elbow up and pushes forward. He's only on one foul, though. So, I mean, how would they call this a loss? Michael Todd says that's intentional, and he says, I'm not pulling again. I can't play too much of the audio for copyright reasons, but I'll play some of it. I mean, Michael Todd was not happy with that intentional elbow foul. Definitely was intentional from Jerry. But the whole strap was undone. It was kind of a crazy situation there. And obviously there was controversy at the end of the match. Michael Todd was not pulling again.
Y'all go back and run back 504. Dave Chafee lost.
He's running around screaming. Jerry's icing his arm.
His elbow came off the pad. Mine was still on the pad, and he did not put it back on. That is a runner. That's 3 fouls. I win. Dave Chafee lost, and Devin Laird the same way.
So they have the announcer, Neil Pickup, come down to talk to him. Even Devin comes in. This is the funniest part of this whole exchange.
Now Devin Laird in there.
I'll be whining all I want.
Devin's like, why are you so whiny? And he hands him another strap.
Be professional about this. And speak to us, not to the crowd.
Devin trolling as always there. So the match ended in that situation where, you know, you saw Jerry lifted his elbow up and Michael did not want to continue. So Michael Todd got the win, but obviously, as we see in this poll here from today, it's seeming like Jerry Cadorette would be the major favorite. I guess that's understandable, especially considering Michael Todd came off a pretty bad bicep tear injury, and he has a lot of losses recently on Garbayev, Ravaz, so a lot of losses. This person said Todd version 3.5. This person said can't stand either of them, who cares? But on a side note, Jerry Cadorette basically was saying that he would have beat Hermes if he was 100% and he had pneumonia, and he was making a lot of excuses and stuff. But everyone in the comment section is kind of roasting him. Everybody should have a friend like you, Paul. You not laughing in his face when he spouts this sort of foolishness is the kindest of gestures. Basically, Jerry just saying he would have won if he was at 100%, but he wasn't against Hermes. It has become a joke. Easily the most delusional arm wrestler ever. Please arrange one more match with Hermes. I want to see what he will tell them. So I wanted to talk about both these athletes because I think it could be a great match. Both of them having a match at some point. Whether it's actually going to happen, it's hard to say considering the contract situation with promotions in East versus West. But Who do you think would win if that match were to happen? And would you like to see that rematch, considering Michael Todd won the last time? But something to keep in mind is the elbow pads for the WAL are significantly longer, which I think gives an advantage to the King's Mover because they have more room to drag back on the pad and get into that King's Move position as opposed to a conventional sized elbow pad. So if it was on regular elbow pads, Jerry Carteret could have a much better advantage. So what do you think about this match? Let me know in the comments section. I'd be eager to read some of them.